So the sample has arrived and we're gonna do an unboxing, but we're not doing that just yet. We're gonna leave that till next video, which should come out tomorrow. But today, as I promised, we are going to be taking you guys through teasers through the brand, how I came up with the brand name, my conversations with the supplier, the cost and all that nature. So just to start off, we're going to explain the brand name. It's pretty simple. Everyone calls me DJ. My name's pretty much DJ, right? So what I did is I used the alphabet. I did counts of 7 and it came up to 4 when you get D, and then another count of 7 you get J. Those two numbers, 4 and 3, they have pretty powerful meanings when you translate them in Hebrew. You could put that both up on the screen now. But yeah, so I just decided to come up with the brand 43. And basically, once you guys see the sample in a second, or you see the designs in a second, I'm going to be explaining a bit more as to everything. But right now, we're just going to show you the, I'll do a little screen recording here, show you guys, or I'll just show you guys like this, pretty much everything. So after reaching out to a couple suppliers for the second attempt to actually start this brand, what we did was we found a pretty much good supplier. It was like I took one shot and I just went with him, did the full process, seemed pretty cool. We got the person who took me through this was called Alvin Ye, and we got it from a manufacturer in China. So I first messaged, hello, I'm looking to order a sample for a custom design I've created. I have a tech pack ready and I'm based in the UK. We'll put the tech pack or the design sample up here. Yeah, and he's showed me a couple of designs, all of this. I've asked for the measurements. Do you support large scale back graphics? I had to ask all those details because some of those people, some manufacturers don't support certain designs on things and other things of that nature when it comes to the actual pieces. So I've sent him the one that I'm looking at, which was this one here, and he's talked to me, blah 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 blah. He showed me a couple other designs from the company. I asked for about custom packaging, all of this and all of this. Just got the costs there. Do you have a specific address? Sent him the address. He showed me the price for once I'd actually order the first batch. We've got through that, got through the sample thing. So the sample fee was $60 and the shipping fee $55. My budget is a bit low. Done a bit of negotiating as you would, but he wasn't able to budge since it's not his company. But yeah, so as you guys can see, we sent him this tech design. I'll put it up on screen because you can barely see it on here. But all right, that's enough. We had the 43 Philippians 430 in the quote. I can do all through Christ who strengthens me. Got a couple. I want to try to zoom into the things here. It's not even trying to let me zoom in, but just a couple. You get me? Just things and things of that nature. So everything to do with how I'd want the t-shirt to look or the compression shirt to look, all of that. Sent him the logo, the details. So we went for a silicone heat transfer print on the actual t-shirt. You see how you have different types of prints on garments, so we did all of that. You got through packaging. I wanted to ask about custom packaging, but he actually did the good thing. He recommended, since it's your first sample, you didn't want to pay extra for customization fees. Just see if you like the quality and things of that nature. And then once you order a bulk order, then you can add all of that stuff on it. So he has a size chart. I was a bit confused as to what size I wanted to order. There was also a little tax fee that I would have had on my address for some reason. I tried 2 different addresses, but he pulled a couple strings, made it work, so I wouldn't have to pay that. Thank you, Alvin, for that one. But yeah, after that, we started going through the process. The next step for us is the fabric matching. Our procurement department, blah 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 blah. After the fabric is matched, so just finding out what fabric will be the best. We got a little video here, a picture, and I'm pretty sure this was a video. Just waiting for it to load. I don't know why everything's taking so long. You know what, we'll just cut the video and we'll add the little video in here of the video that's meant to be there. I don't know what's going on with my words. And yeah, we've got all of the, yeah, there's the video. Don't want to load.
This one is 230 grams, 75% nylon, 25% spandex. This is the most suitable one, and the similar one according to the pack. Let's see the details. Good elasticity, you can see here, right? And soft, smooth.
Not even gonna waste time, we'll just put it in the video that we're recording here. But yeah, I chose a color. I went with one which was like a jet black type of thing. Asked for a PDF file of the logo, wanted to check everything. PDF file of all these different things which I had to go and type out, create the design again on a PNG, send it through to him, and we got all of that done. We got the quote, I can do all through Christ who strengthens me, that strengthens me. And we got to that whole process. So after that, he sent me pretty much these little scale designs for how the dimensions would work, because I was a bit confused on what size I wanted. I went with size S, and now it was a bit hard for me to measure because I didn't know what exact measurements I do. So I had to ask ChatGPT, how do you measure? I went with one of my long sleeve jerseys, since this is a long sleeve design, and just tried out to measure, but I don't even know if it would be exactly accurate. I thought the sleeve length was a bit long, but since the as you can see here, the sleeve starts from like here, where on a lot of other things it would start from like here or here. So it was a bit of a confusing one for me. This was a bit of the most this was like the most confusing section of getting this ordered. I asked them for a size XS as well, because I went with size S. I just didn't want it to be too small. But yeah, and he sent the size XS. I'll be real, I couldn't be asked to to actually check all those measurements again. So I said cool, size S. It was a bit lazy of me, I know, but we're gonna try this on and see if it actually happened, if it actually fits correctly here. So yeah, we got through with that. After that, he sent the little design process, the little detailed things, the back design, the front design, the little like the chest plate and the back plate. And then after that, we actually got the final design pictures, which was beautiful. I seen it, I was like, yeah, it's not exactly what I wanted, but it looks good, and I like the design which was sent. So even if this is like the first draft, the first release, we can do more, we can get more over the seasons, you get me? We can level up the design over the seasons. I like this design. I think this design is good quality enough to go out. Once we try it on, we're going to confirm that and all of that, things of that nature. So I said, yeah, let's get it shipped, and it took 5 days, which is beautiful, from China. But yeah, that's exactly how the process went, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that part of the video. So let me see if I can just round this up with a bit more explanation behind the brand. I just seen that there was a bit of a gap for very clean, nice looking compression shirts that had brands like, obviously you've got big brands like Gymshark, all of that, but I don't know too much. I couldn't name gym brands off the top of my head the same way I can name all of the stuff I'm wearing. By the way, if you guys want this, link in description, I sell these. But yeah, because I'm a reseller, I decided the same way I got into reselling was, all these resellers are moving late to get me what I want, let me step in and pattern the market, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, let's do the same with this. Got the calling to do it. I want to spread the message of that Christ is the Son of God. Obviously, everyone may not believe that. You don't even have to be Christian. I'm not Christian personally. You don't have to be a specific. You don't have to. But when you wear this, you might gain some powers. We're gonna see. And the reason I felt such an urge to do it like this is because my believings in that, and I have a whole story with when it comes to really accepting Christ as the Son of God. Obviously, I'm not a Christian, but I've always believed in God. But Jesus was just a thing where it's like, is that a real concept? Is that a real person? Is it a concept? I don't know. It was just not something that was at the top of my head. It was something that was just a bit missing. But through the last couple months of my life, it's come to a thing where it's like the conclusion, you know what I mean? I've gone through the best moments of my life so far after this breakthrough has happened. But yeah, you don't have to specifically believe in, but that's why I wanted to make this a thing where it's not completely it's a good design where everyone can wear it, and it's not a thing where it's like, oh yeah, this is just a Christian brand. If you're not Christian, forget wearing this. No, I want this to be fit for everyone. Obviously, some religions believe in Christ, all of that. So I wanted to make this a bit broader, a broader aspect to it, and not just a thing where it's like it's solely religion based or anything. That it's just something that I really believe in, and so I decided to put it on the t-shirt. You know what I mean? This is like something that means a lot to me. That verse in the Bible, Philippians 13, which we've got in the thing here and on the back at the bottom, it's something I've realized it's helped me through my whole life. God gave me the strength to do everything, and that's something I've always believed. That's why I have like such a strong mindset when it comes to striving for my goals and things of that nature. But without rambling on too much, we're going to end the video here, but the next video is going to be me unboxing. I'm going to record that right now. I'm excited. I'm so excited to try on this brand. So let's get to it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, follow for the journey. Check out the links in the description. You guys want to get all sorts of things, check out my Instagram, and we'll be dropping brand access and all of that soon. Oh my days. Let me just end this here. We'll see you guys next video, man.